What's up, everybody? Let's talk about Bitcoin. So first of all, just what I look for in the market in general: move up, a correction, and continuation. So these waves in the correction should be of similar degree. And right now we don't see that here. These are not similar yet. So the question becomes, are we still making this move here? Potentially. Or is it simply unrelated to this move? Also potentially possible. So what would make it related to this? Well, eventually we would want to see an 8-hour flip, because you see that 8-hour flipped red here. So we would like to see an 8-hour flip here. We are at least a good 4 to 5 candles away from that happening, unless we just continue straight down. If we just somehow rip down, then we would get a red flip here. Is it possible that we continue up and then come down like this? Yeah, it absolutely is. But what I suspect is that you'll start seeing this fractal all over Twitter. We'll start talking about this guy right here, and they'll start saying that we're going to do the same thing over here. And I doubt it's that simple. I don't really think that we're going to duplicate this move from before. So more likely to me is that this either continues straight down in the next 48 hours, or this is simply not related to this move at all, and we're headed up. What are the options for that? Well, first of all, we had what I had labeled as an accumulation zone right here. We have a range really from here to here that we started accumulating really at the top of that range and expanded upward, and we revisited that level. So it's very possible that this is just a final shakeout. If you're talking about Wyckoff, like the last point of support, and we're starting to move up here, and we should see some development over the next couple days. We'd want to see 4-hour flip positive. We would want to recover this daily level here, and really we want to get over the range highs as well. Right now we are over, if you count the range here, which I do, I have this as the range high. We're currently over it, but we need to not only just be over it, but also close some candles over it, potentially retest it. I don't believe that we just go straight up here. I think that's pretty unlikely. Now I think some alts will do that, and I'm already in a few of them, like Sol and Serum have already made new all-time highs today. So thankful for that. But for the most part, I think we'll put in some kind of basing pattern, even if this is the low. And in fact, I would say if we come straight up, we're more likely to just do something like this and bleed out until we come down. If we manage to not go straight up, but make some kind of base here, then that would be much healthier for a larger move up. So is this move correlated with something else in here? So we've got this as the end of the first move down, right? So we've got a second move up here. Is this correlated with something else in here? I don't see it. This is a 4-hour flip red, and we didn't do that anywhere else in the structure. So currently, I don't think this is correlated. I don't think we have some kind of weird ABC in here. I think this is probably its own move. And it may simply just be a shakeout before we do get that further upside to like the 75K range. I'm not suggesting that it has to be some kind of A, B, C. We could just be complete. This could just be a shakeout, revisiting an accumulation area. I suspect that we'll see that Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy have completed their purchase of another $1 billion worth of Bitcoin here in the very near future. and that would likely confirm a bottom for us. So that is something I'm looking for sure, that news to come out. There was rumors that he was possibly filling orders on Sunday. It didn't really make sense to me for him to be filling orders on Sunday, and it was pretty quickly after they had completed the sale of those bonds or whatever it was they were issuing. If you go down to 1 hour, so we want to see a 1 hour flip here. Are we close? No, not at all. We are not even close to close. But you can see we have held this accumulation range pretty well, and we've started to move up. It's very likely that we have some chop around in here. Something that lets this start migrating upward. We've had chop in this zone before already, so even coming back and revisiting this 47K level, the top of this accumulation range, I would be okay with that. That wouldn't be unhealthy. So perhaps we do something like this. This is the healthy move I'm looking for. I don't want us to just come down and then straight back up. That's a likely sell-off place to sell your holdings and potentially short. All right, guys, I think that's really all I've got. Just some things we're watching for. If we do roll over here, honestly, I'm looking to buy a sweep of this low right now. If we just came back down, we'd probably be buying right in here. And we would get a bounce up in here. I don't believe we have too much more momentum to just continue straight down here. That being said, I'm not going heavy into any positions until it's clear that that's true, that we have found support. So even if I set some limit orders in here, it wouldn't be very heavy. I would wait for more confirmation as we bounce back up and reclaim these levels. I do want to turn 15-minute and 1 hour both positive on the MACD. And 15 minutes pretty close here. If this doesn't roll over, we could do that in the next couple of hours. If it comes down this way, and then here, probably within 3 to 4 hours, we would be able to turn that MACD positive. So that's kind of what we're looking for. If you have any questions, just hit me up.